Greetings to all, and welcome to my channel. I trust that you are all enjoying a splendid day. Before we commence, kindly take a moment to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Boldly and beautiful recap, shocking to ISDS, Electra's Che-Chialang Stalker, Carter's game-changing Loophole, and Luna's mysterious letter. During the week of November 11 to 15, Carter and Hope came up with a plan to get the upper hand at Forrester. Electra feared her big secret would be discovered. As a result, Ivy vowed to protect her, and Luna sent Bill another letter. Did he burn this one? The bold and the beautiful recap for November 11 to 15 featured even more of the Steffi firing Hope fallout. Meanwhile, Electra feared her past would catch up with her. Bill received another letter from Luna, and Carter came up with a plan to take over Forrester Creations. Monday, November 11, 2024, Steffi, Jacqueline McKinswood, Ridge, Thorsten K., and Katie, Heather Tom, discussed the fallout from ending Hope for the future and hopes. Annika Noel, role at Forrester. Katie emphasized managing the press, balancing her loyalty to both Hope and Forrester. Steffi couldn't resist commenting on Katie's Logan ties, but agreed Forrester's reputation came first. During the meeting, Ivy, Ashley Brewer, and Electra, Lania Grace, arrived. Everyone was excited to reboot the jewelry line. Katie planned a big announcement featuring both women, but Electra hesitated, suggesting the focus remain on Ivy. Steffi insisted the angle stay on family, with Ivy and Electra both representing Forrester. Later, Electra joined Will at Il Giardino for lunch, where he questioned her reluctance to be part of the press event. Meanwhile, a shadowy figure in a mysterious room examined Electra's press photo. Back at Forrester, Steffi and Ridge reflected on Hope's departure and the focus on Ivy and Electra. Steffi hoped her dad would continue to support her, though Ridge seemed conflicted about Steffi's decision. They agreed the jewelry line offered a fresh start. Meanwhile, Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, visited Taylor, Rebecca Budig, to discuss Hope, as well as Taylor's recovery. Though supportive of their daughters, tensions rose over Taylor's racy chakra healing session with Ridge. Taylor defended the moment, revealing its emotional impact, leaving Brooke to ask the burning question about Taylor following her heart. Does Taylor still want Ridge? Tuesday, November 12, 2024. Brooke and Taylor debated the big question. Now that Taylor's heart was mostly healed, where does it belong? Taylor insisted her heart would always be with Ridge, but said she didn't need a man to be happy. She had her family, work, and purpose. Brooke wasn't convinced she'd moved on. At Forrester, Ridge and Steffi discussed Taylor. Steffi expressed gratitude for her mom's return, reflected on Taylor's strength after losing Phoebe and enduring heartbreak. Steffi credited Ridge for helping heal Taylor's heart, even though he and Brooke caused much of her pain. Ridge defended Brooke, but Steffi stood firm. Taylor was stronger now, thanks to him. Meanwhile, Will Crew Morrow and Electra talked at Forrester. Will sensed Electra was holding back about being one of the faces of the jewelry line. She'd attributed it to moving around, but hinted at a deeper pain. Will opened up about his own trauma. His dad left his mom for her sister, showing vulnerability that continued to connect them. During a moment at the office, Electra tried to divert focus onto Ivy, but got swept into Katie's plans. When she dropped a piece of jewelry, Will retrieved it, repeating their meet cute. This time, the close moment led to a kiss. Wednesday, November 13, 2024. Brooke and Ridge reflected on her conversation with Taylor. First, the two women discussed Steffi firing Hope unfairly and Ridge's role in it. Brooke still felt Ridge hadn't treated Hope fairly. Then, talk turned to Taylor following her heart toward Ridge. Ridge reminded Brooke he was taken, reminiscing about their moment in Rome, where he claimed to see their future clearly. As they hugged, Ridge briefly looked conflicted. Taylor, meanwhile, convinced Steffi to join her in a healing session with Chandra, Manita Gandhi. Through breathing exercises, Steffi reflected on her family, including Taylor, Ridge, Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, and Phoebe. It was a powerful moment of connection and healing. At Forrester, Will and Electra's kiss was interrupted by Katie, who mentioned the photo shoot, leaving Electra uneasy. Elsewhere, Eric, John McCook, praised Ivy and Electra's work on the jewelry line and their presence at the house. Though he worried about Electra, Ivy assured him she'd be fine but looked worried. Later, Ivy and Electra discussed that past, with Ivy promising to protect her. Meanwhile, the mystery man was revealed, holding Electra's photo and vowing, "You can run, but you can't hide, Electra." Back at Forrester, Electra hugged Ivy, who appeared deeply worried. Thursday, November 14, 2024, Hope and Carter, Lawrence St. Victoria, spent time together before he left for work, during which time he suggested going public with their relationship. Hope dismissed the idea as a bad one. At Forrester, Steffi told Ridge they seemed to have weathered the storm of firing Hope Logan, though Ridge wasn't convinced. Steffi admitted she didn't care who Hope dated, as long as it wasn't her husband, and shared her concerns about Hope's influence on Carter. When Carter arrived, he defended HFTF and proposed ideas for the company, but Steffi and Ridge dismissed him, urging him to focus on his actual duties, like the tax/LLC document. After Carter left, Finn, Tanner Novlin, arrived and shared that Deacon, Sam Cannon, had asked him to speak to Steffi about Hope, but he refused, which pleased her. Back at Hope's, Brooke realized Hope had genuine feelings for Carter, who she described as the total package. Carter arrived, disheartened by the meeting, and admitted he couldn't change Steffi and Ridge's minds about Hope or HFTF, leaving Brooke shocked. Friday, November 15, 2024, Eric told Ridge and Steffi he disagreed with their firing Hope, reminding them she was family. The co-CEOs defended their decision and later assured Zend de Londemetz they'd find a place for him. However, Steffi needed to stop hearing Hope's name. After all, Hope caused HFT's downfall. Electra confided in Ivy, worried her secret might ruin things with Will. She feared wouldn't see her the same way. Ivy reassured her, again promising to protect her. Meanwhile, the mysterious stalker ominously declared, "I'm coming for you, Electra." Will visited Bill Don Diamond to discuss his internship with his dad. He shared his growing interest in Electra, revealing that her last name was Forrester. Later, back at Forrester, he had another moment with her. Meanwhile, when he was alone, Bill discovered another letter from Lisa Yamada, crumpled it, and tossed it aside instead of burning it. Elsewhere, Luna was behind bars, and she had a slight smirk on her face. At Hope's, Carter vowed to keep fighting for her, arguing that HFT's elimination made no financial sense. He devised a bold plan to take over Forrester Creations, using a tax document to establish a new LLC. By signing it, Carter would be the manager of the LLC. As a result, he would perfectly position himself as the new CEO of Forrester. With Hope's encouragement, he signed, and together, they savored their brief triumph, though Ridge and Steffi's signatures were still needed, so this wasn't a done deal. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the drama escalates as secrets continue to unravel and emotions run high. The intense week was marked by Electra's troubling encounter with her stalker, Carter's attempt to exploit a legal loophole in his relationship with Quinn, and the mysterious letter that Luna received, a letter that could change everything. The stakes were raised for everyone, and the repercussions of their actions will reverberate throughout the Forrester and Logan families in the episodes ahead. Electra's stalker. The dark truth unveiled, Electra has been a central figure in the show for the past few months, with her fiery personality and complicated relationships. However, her world took a disturbing turn this week when she was confronted by her stalker. The episode on November 11 left fans on the edge of their seats as Electra, while on a solo walk in the Forrester estate's sprawling gardens, discovered that someone had been following her. This unsettling encounter, which began as an eerie feeling in the pit of her stomach, quickly escalated when Electra turned to face her pursuer. It was revealed that the stalker had been someone from Electra's past, an obsessive admirer who had been hiding in the shadows for years. This revelation came after a cryptic note was found in her office earlier in the week with the words, "You can't escape me." Initially, Electra brushed it off as a prank, but now the severity of the situation began to hit her. The stalker's behavior was becoming more erratic and dangerous, and Electra was finally forced to confront the reality that someone had been watching her for far too long. The confrontation between Electra and her stalker was a tense moment of vulnerability. Her emotions ranged from confusion to terror, and her inner strength was tested as she tried to maintain control of the situation. The identity of the stalker is still unclear, but fans are speculating that it could be someone with a personal vendetta or even someone with connections to the Forrester family, making this storyline even more intriguing. As Electra's stalker continues to threaten her, viewers can expect a deep dive into her past in the coming weeks, revealing more about why this person has been fixated on her. Is it a simple case of obsession, or is there a much darker motive lurking beneath the surface? Carter's loophole, playing the system. In other news, Carter Walton found himself in a morally gray area this week, attempting to exploit a legal loophole in his relationship with Quinn Fuller. The episode on November 12 saw Carter working behind the scenes, using his knowledge of the law to try to make his bond with Quinn more permanent, despite the complications surrounding their affair. Carter, ever the lawyer, has been strategically positioning himself in the hopes of keeping Quinn in his life, but the risks are high. This week, he found a potential legal loophole that could allow them to continue their relationship, even though Quinn is married to Eric Forrester. The loophole revolves around the technicalities of their prenuptial agreement and some language that Carter believes could be used to break free from Eric's hold on Quinn. Carter's motivation is clear. He wants to be with Quinn, no matter the cost. His obsession with her has grown since their affair began, and while he is aware of the hurt it would cause Eric and the potential fallout, he is determined to make his case. The question remains, will Quinn go along with Carter's plan, or will she decide that her loyalty to Eric and their long-term marriage is stronger than her feelings for Carter? As Quinn grapples with her conflicting emotions, her struggle will undoubtedly become more complicated as Carter's legal tactics push her closer to making a decision that could impact all their lives. Quinn may have to decide whether she is willing to risk it all for love, or whether the consequences of crossing Eric again will be too great. In the meantime, Eric has been trying to ignore the growing tension in his marriage, but it's clear that he is sensing something is off. The dynamic between the three characters, Carter, Quinn, and Eric, promises to be one of the most explosive storylines in the coming weeks. Luna's letter, a game changer for the Forresters. Luna has been one of the more mysterious characters to join the bold and the beautiful universe, and her story took a dramatic turn this week with the discovery of a letter that could change the entire Forrester family dynamic. On November 13, Luna received a mysterious letter that was seemingly written by someone close to the Forrester family, but its contents were cryptic and could spell disaster for everyone involved. The letter, which Luna received from an anonymous source, contained a shocking revelation about a dark secret from the Forrester family's past. The letter hinted at an affair, a betrayal, and a series of events that were deliberately kept hidden from the public eye. While the contents of the letter weren't fully revealed, it was clear that Luna was shaken by what she had read. The letter didn't just contain information about her, but about the Forresters, and it appears that Luna has been inadvertently thrust into the heart of a scandal that could threaten the Forrester legacy. What is most intriguing about the letter is that it has the potential to reveal long-buried secrets, and Luna may be the key to unlocking them. Her role in this drama has been relatively low-key until now, but it's clear that the events of the week will propel her into the spotlight. The question now is, will Luna keep the letter a secret, or will she use the information to her advantage? Could this be the start of a larger conspiracy involving the Forrester family, or is Luna merely a pawn in a much bigger game? Given her strong moral compass and her growing loyalty to the Forrester clan, it's unlikely that she would use this information to harm them, but that doesn't mean she won't face pressure from outside forces. One thing is certain, Luna is no longer just a supporting character. She is now at the center of a plot that could have serious ramifications. The week ahead, more secrets, more drama. As the week drew to a close, the tension in the Forrester and Logan households only intensified. With Electra continuing to face threats from her stalker, Carter pushing forward with his legal maneuvering, and Luna now holding a potentially explosive piece of information, it's clear that the drama is far from over. The Forrester family will soon be forced to confront the secrets that have been carefully guarded for years, and the consequences of their actions will have far-reaching effects. Will Electra find safety from her stalker, or will she be drawn deeper into a dangerous game? Will Carter's legal tactics bring him closer to Quinn, or will they tear the Forrester family apart? And most intriguingly, will Luna choose to reveal the truth about the Forresters' dark past, or will she keep the secret to herself? As always, the bold and the beautiful continues to deliver twists and turns, keeping fans eagerly anticipating each new episode. With every revelation, the stakes get higher, and the lives of the characters are changing in ways they never imagined. Tune in next week to see how these explosive storylines unfold and how each character grapples with the choices they are forced to make. Final thoughts. The week of November 11 to 15 was a pivotal one for The Bold and the Beautiful, as key characters faced life-changing decisions and dark secrets were brought to the surface. The intensity of Electra's situation with her stalker, the moral dilemma Carter faces in his relationship with Quinn, and Luna's newfound knowledge of a Forrester family secret all set the stage for even more dramatic moments in the coming weeks. With tensions running high, viewers can expect more surprises, betrayals, and emotional showdowns in the episodes ahead. Stay tuned for more updates and be sure to catch the next installment of The Bold and the Beautiful as these storylines continue to unfold.